Okay, so here we're going for the second match. As I predicted, the first match was a bye. I played against a timeout player and it wasn't really exciting at all. Now we're playing against a guy named Silverfox. There's a problem with my recording software. It can only record 20 minutes, so maybe that's why I fell off in the draft. And maybe I'll fall off in the game if I don't keep it below 20 minutes. But I'll try to do you guys a favor and do just that. We won the die roll. We're going to play first. The deck list is posted on the website. I made a screenshot of it. I made a few minor tweaks, so go ahead, take a look. This hand is fine. We have 4 lands, which is a bit much for this deck, but sort of Songbird's launch party, they can stall a lot of time for us, and the Sentry can just trade off with whatever they're throwing at us. So I'm going to keep this. And I have not looked at this guy's deck. I know you can watch replays, and I often do, but right now I haven't done this. So I don't know what he's playing. I'm going to be completely surprised by anything he's going to throw at me. And apparently we'll have to wait for him. So the danger of this hand is if we draw into more lands, we're going to get into a tight spot. Also, we don't have the blue mana for the rock yet. But that's okay. We can start. So I'll start with the plains. There's no significance here in playing a plains or a swamp. Sometimes you have a deck with like Ice Salad or something like that, and then you really need to look out with your first lands. If you then open with something that's not a mountain, you can't play Ice Salad in turn 2. So if you draw them, then you can't play it. There's nothing in our deck that puts us in that position, so it doesn't matter if I need to play plains or a swamp. I'll play the swamp now. I'll pass the turn. Okay, so this is a Rakdos deck. He has the Guild Mage. The Guild Mage is a really good card. And we need to stop that as soon as possible. We have the Ogre Jailbreaker, who does not a lot for us right now. I can play either the Cellar Songbird or the Slash Sentry here. Considering that he's Rakdos, he's probably going to have one of the powerful 3-drops to follow up on his Guild Mage. If it is Dead Reveler or Splatter Duck, then it probably can block, so the Sentry would do fine. If he has something like Lubber Crew, then the Sentry of course makes us look silly. The Guild Mage is going to attack us no matter what, and we can't block it because it will give -1, -0 with Cellar Songbird as a token. The Sentry though can block it, because even with the -1, -0, it still has 2 power to trade, and that's a fine option. So I'm going to play Sentry because it's both more aggressive and a better blocker. Now let's see what he does. He might have something like Annihilating Fire to take care of the Sentry, but that's a trade I'm willing to make. It's not bad at all. He has Sewer Shambler, which puts us on a clock since we can't block that. I don't mind that clock, it's not that bad. And there we have Backrats. So now we need to be a little bit conservative of our cards, because we're going to want to invest in Backrats as much as we can. I'd like to cast Launch Party, so the other cards can go, as far as I'm concerned. Let's just see what happens when we attack with the Sentry. I can't win this race as it is, so we need to do something else here. I won't play the Backrats because it's Rakdos and he probably has a removal spell for it, so I want to have that the 5th mana out. I can play the Ogre Jailbreaker here. It will probably never be able to attack, but it can hold its own against the Rick's Mighty Guild Mage. I could also play Cellar Songbird, which gives us a couple of extra blockers that can do nothing else but jump, but it gives also Launch Party fodder. I'm not really convinced that that's what we need right now, so I'm going to play the Jailbreaker, who can hold off the Rick's Mighty Guild Mage. And if we draw off a gate, then we can just play it and then still attack with Jailbreaker. He has a Golgari Guild Gate, which hints at the green splash, but it might just be for his own Jailbreakers. So I'm not going to put a whole lot of significance on that right now. Okay, he has another Sewer Shambler. This is starting to look worse. At least we can still attack the Sentry. The Ultimate Prize is a pretty good draw. It can take care of one of the Shamblers, Launch Party can take care of the other one, so if he wants to scavenge them onto each other, then we can solve that for us. The Sentry is doing great, done 6 damage. I'm not going to play anything right now, I want to save my spells so I can make use of my Pack Rat when it comes around. And if nothing happens, I'm just going to open a price from the Shamblers to knock his clock down. I'll wait to see if he has trick, but he doesn't. And there goes. And he has Death Right Shaman. And Lobber Crew. The Lobber Crew takes care of our Session Sentry. Won't be able to do anything. I really wish we would have had the 5th lamp right now to make the pack rats work. Right now I'm just going to pass the turn. I have a feeling he might use his Sewer Shambler to pump the idle Sewer Shambler. And he has a lot of range there. Lobber Crew, Death Right Shaman, Rex Mighty Guild Mage, they can all touch me without even having to attack. So we really need to start hurrying up at this point. And we can't take any beatings of the Sewer Shambler right now. See, there it goes. He's going to deal me damage. Which means he might have something like a Rectal Threat Freak to also come in. Yep, there it is. Probably won't attack though. It would just rock it in Jailbreaker and do nothing. So it's going to hold that back. Yep. So I'll just launch party this, sacrificing Sentry. Here comes the turn. We have a land and it's up. Let's go Promenade. We'll have to play it, I suppose. I mean, it gives us the option of next turn playing the pack rats and being able to save it, or we could play the Knightly Valor if you really need that. I think we could use the extra blockers that Stellar Sunbird can give us, but it does mean that the pack rats will be a very slow road to victory, and I don't know if it will be enough to raise the Lobber Crew and the Guild Mage and Death Right Shaman, so that's tricky at best. Still, if we keep it in hand, it will do nothing for a while, and we might take some damage. If I move for Jailbreaker, it will come in for a whole lot of damage, and I really don't want that either. He might even make one of the guys fat with Sewer Shambler, and I don't really feel like jumping with the Jailbreaker because he has enough mana to just make it small and kill it off. Okay, he does nothing, which is great for us. We draw another Promenade, which means nothing. We just play the pack rat, pass the turn, and now we're just going to make the most out of a pack rat and see how fast it goes. We could have attacked with the bird here, but I really don't want to be blown out of this game by something big or a removal spell like Street Spasm. So I'm just going to lay back as much as I can. The 1 damage is going to win the race for us anyway. And as you can see, this goes really fast. It's 2 life from the Shaman, 1 from the Lobber Crew, 1 from the Mahdi Guild Mage. It's 4 damage a turn. We're done for in 2 turns. So we'll make another pack rats. I'll throw away the let's go Promenade. Okay, so now we can attack. We can attack pretty safely with the Rootborn defenses. So I'll leave the bird at home once again, because I don't really believe that it'll do that much damage. Okay, now he puts it in the difficult position. The Rectal Threat Freak will trade for the pack rats. If he has a removal spell, we can make a new red and we'll probably lose 2 rats. And we could play the Rootborn defenses instead, which would make everything indestructible. But I'd rather have him just throw away the removal spell right now than actually have to use our defenses, because it is a really nice trick later on in the boss turn. It can even help us survive a turn of blocking if need be. I threw away the Guild Gate, which we could have played to let over Jailbreaker attack, but once again, I don't really want to attack with that many guys, because something big on the backswing might just take us. He has 4 cards in hand, which is a lot for a Rakdos deck. Also, when we play the Rootborn defenses, We have another instant in the graveyard which that red shaman can use, and right now he's out of instants and sorceries, so that lowers the clock for him, which is great for us. And I will just wait. My hope is that he's holding a lot of late game cards like Perilous Shadow, Tenement Crasher, Spawn of Rick's Mahdi, all of those late game Rakdos cards that really can't help him right now because the Jailbreaker is and Songbirds are holding his big guys back. The Death Shaman is doing a lot more damage on his own, and he wants to raise this. He can't win against these back rats without doing so. So we have Stab Wound. Stab Wound is great right now. It just allows us to take out the Rick's Mighty Guild Mage, which is dealing a lot of damage to us. We should be wary of his explosive impact, but we can't win against that anyway, so we'll see what happens when we just attack. So he might have something like Order Spree to take care of the back rats, and not even defenses will help us against that, but that's okay. It really depends on what he's doing right now, on what we are going to do. He's going to jump with his Guild Mage and his Shaman. which is totally fine by me. And then he's going to play Launch Party, sacrificing probably his Guild Mage to kill off the other rat. And now we are posed with the question, do we want to save the rat or not root for defenses? I would vote yes. He's going to lose his Shaman anyway. We are going to 4 from the Launch Party, we'll take 1 from the level 2 to 3, and then we'll die to Annihilating Fire or Explosive Impact if he has the mana. But we really need that red to win next turn, so I'll play this. And then I'll choose back reds to copy. This means he'll get 4 damage, he'll go to 5, he might gain 2 with the Shaman and go back to 7. But the reds are really fat right now and they can finish him off next turn. And now we just have to hope that he doesn't have one of the direct damage spells that will win in the game for him. Oh damn. Yes, of course, he had the Launch Party, and he could use Shaman to blow us out. That amazing that I didn't see it. I must have miscounted there. That was stupid. Okay, so we're playing as this is the deck, by the way, if you didn't see the screenshot. I decided not to play the Rogue's Passage because it was really awkward on the mana and I wanted that island with Skymark rough. This is the aggressive Rakdos deck. I want the Keening Apparition, I want the Avenging Arrow. And I don't want this Pegasus. Other cards, I could play the Stonefair Cordon, the Splash to put in some lifelink, but that's iffy. Since we're on the play again, we'll have tempo advantage, so I don't want it. I might consider putting it in on the draw, because we have more time to draw our forest, stuff like that. I'm going to end this video now, else we'll cross the 20-minute mark, and you can watch the second game in the second video.